You work hard. You show up. You do everything you were told to do. And yet, at the end of the month, you check your account, and there's almost nothing left. This isn't a budgeting problem. This isn't a discipline problem. Your brain has three biological mechanisms running in the background every single day, designed to keep your spending exactly where it is, no matter how much you earn. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what they are, and I'll give you 3 specific fixes you can start using this week. Let's get into it. The first mechanism is called hedonic adaptation. In the 1970s, psychologists studied lottery winners. Within 1 year of winning, their reported happiness had returned to exactly the same level as before they won. More money, same feelings. Here's why. Your brain has a baseline, a set point for what feels normal. Every time your income increases, your brain adjusts that baseline upward within 3 to 6 months. The raise you worked 2 years for. Your brain treats it as the new normal in less than 6 months, and then it wants more. This is why lifestyle always expands to meet income. It's not weakness, it's neuroscience. The hedonic treadmill keeps moving, and your savings stay exactly where they were. The second mechanism is called the pain of paying. When you hand over physical cash, something specific happens in your brain. The insula, the region associated with physical pain, activates. Spending cash literally hurts on a neurological level. That pain is your brain's built-in financial protection system. But researchers at MIT ran a study where 2 groups bid on tickets to the same sold-out game. One group paid cash, the other paid by card. The card group bid more than twice as much. Same people, same event. Completely different relationship with the money. Contactless payments, Apple Pay, buy now, pay later. Every advancement in payment technology has made it easier to spend by making the pain smaller and smaller. You didn't become less responsible. Your protection system was quietly switched off. The third mechanism is called lifestyle creep. Every time your income grows, your standard of living follows. A bigger apartment, a newer car, better restaurants. Each upgrade feels like progress, and it is in the moment. But here's what your brain doesn't tell you. Each new expense becomes part of your identity. Cutting it later doesn't feel like saving money. It feels like losing something. Thomas Stanley spent decades studying actual millionaires. His finding was surprising. Most of them looked ordinary, average cars, modest homes, unremarkable lives on the outside. They had resisted the creep. And that resistance, not their income, was the reason they had wealth. So, 3 mechanisms. 1 result, you earn more, you spend more, you feel the same, and your savings don't move. Here's what you can actually do about it. Fix 1. Automate your savings on payday, before your brain sees the money. What the brain never registers as available, it never spends. Even $50 a month. Automated beats $300 saved manually. Fix 2. For discretionary spending, use cash or a prepaid card with a fixed amount. Reactivate the pain of paying deliberately. Let your brain feel the transaction. Fix 3. Before any new recurring expense, a subscription, an upgrade, anything that will repeat, wait 72 hours. That pause gives your prefrontal cortex time to override the dopamine-driven impulse. Your brain was built for a world where resources were scarce and spending was visible. It was never designed for direct deposit, invisible card payments, and one-click purchases. You're not failing at money. You're running ancient software in a modern system. Now you know the 3 mechanisms. And now you have 3 ways to work with your biology instead of against it. If this gave you something useful, subscribe. New video every week. I'll see you on the next one.